What's up, PhinsTalk Nation? What's up, Dolphin Nation? What's up, NFL? Champ Kelly, the interim GM of the Miami Dolphins, had a press conference which was not recorded. He spoke to the media earlier or last Sunday when the Dolphins were in Madrid. And this is what he had to say, his current position as Miami Dolphins interim GM. It was off camera, of course, like I told you guys. 8 weeks. That's how long Champ Kelly has to make an impression with the Miami Dolphins, and particularly with owner Stephen Ross. If he has to remove the interim label from his title of general manager, he can't draft a single player in that time, even though he's a firm believer of building that way. He can't make another trade because the NFL trade deadline passed last 2 weeks ago. What can he do? Make the best of the situation and make the decision easier for his boss. And he's fine with that. There's an opportunity for me in this situation, Kelly told a handful of reporters in Spain on Friday. But I'm going to tell you guys, this North Florida, right in the community where I'm from, Campbellton, all the people I know around there, all they do is work. So I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you on me getting the job. I will work every day, attack it with focus and the right intensity, and let whatever may come. But for those 8 weeks, you're getting champ. And that's whether that lasts for 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18 years down the road, you're getting all of me. And that's the only way I know how to be. God will never bless who you pretend to be. Wearing a Miami Dolphins warm-up suit and sitting in a suite overlooking the Atlético Madrid Stadium as the Dolphins went through their final practice before playing the Washington Commanders in the first NFL game in Spain. Kelly smiled often, easily shifting from explaining his football philosophy to his personal experience growing up across the street from a cornfield in North Florida near the Alabama border. He talked about the experiences in the Denver Broncos organization and being close to the Shanahan family, but he isn't ready to say he's part of the Shanahan tree. I'm of the tree of Mary Sorley, he said, and that's my grandmother. She raised me. He unflinchingly volunteered the cold, hard truth of his youth that his father sold drugs and his mother used them. It could have been an excuse if Kelly let it be, but one gift his mother gave him was his nickname, Champ. After a tough childbirth, it was until he was a week old that the birth certificate was stamped with the given name Anthony that pretty much nobody uses anymore. I believe that your belief drives your behavior, right? Kelly said. So when I approach people to say, be bold in what you believe and allow your behavior to drive your beliefs. So as would-be general manager, what does Champ Kelly believe in? With the constraints of salary cap, the best way to build a sustainable winner is through the draft, he said. And then you supplement that by smart decisions in free agency. And I'm a firm believer of incremental progression at every position group throughout the season. Kelly has been through the drill before. He served as the Las Vegas Raiders interim general manager once, getting that temporary promotion like he like the one he has in Miami and got on Miami in Halloween. I'm at least going to get progression commercial of being the backup guy, he joked. Kelly has taken multiple stabs at the GM jobs before via interviews. This likely is his best shot yet. His marching orders. Ultimately, Stephen Ross just said, we're going to do everything we can to win for our fans, our football team, this year moving forward. And so, every decision that was made during that time before the trade deadline and leading up to that time, it was ultimately just trying to make sure we set the Dolphins up for success. In the end, the only deal the Dolphins made was sending Jalen Phillips to the Philadelphia Eagles for a third-round pick because Phillips is due to become a free agent after the season. That's not to say Kelly didn't have massive homework assignment before the trade deadline. We said what we would value to each and every of our players, Kelly said, outside of just the names that you guys reporters hear and mention. Word was Buffalo was interested in receiver Jalen Waddle. Whatever value Kelly set for Waddle services, the price tag went up for the Bills, Patriots, and Jets. I'm not a fan of going to watch a player that we drafted and grown completely against us in the division, he said. Besides relying on just eyes, Kelly is a big analytics guy. And why wouldn't you be? Before entering the world of the NFL, he worked for IBM as a software engineer. If teams are even with us, innovation and thinking outside the box and making decisions that aren't just so subjective, then we already left behind, he said. Kelly's view of Coach Mike McDaniel is based on years of experience from their shared experience in Denver. I think the things that I've seen and noticed since I've been here is he is relentless and trying to put players in the best right place to be successful. He said he isn't just trying to fit people into schemes. He always trying to pour into his players and coaches to the maximum of their ability. Of course, the most important of those pieces is quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, whom Kelly scouted entering the draft. He said he saw Tagovailoa as a talented passer who took command over pre-snap situations. The things that I didn't know about Tua was how dedicated he is to his family and how his spirituality drives his relationships and leadership style. And that's extremely important to him. That's something that I hold true and dear to my heart as well. Even though he has had only 4 days to work any trade deals, he is not complaining. He calls it a rep in an area I haven't had. Not to mention, he doesn't sound like a person into complaining in the first place. I know who I am and what I am, he said. He is now the interim general manager, hoping to be the general manager. That stuff is easy, he said, because I've dealt with tough. So that's reality. All right, guys. I like Chad Kelly. I just don't know if he's going to have a fair shot. He only has about 6 more weeks to be the interim general manager. And I think he's in a tough situation because he can't really do any trades. He just can get people off practice squads and stuff, and he can't draft. He's not going to be a part of the draft. He might be a part of the organization, but he might not be the permanent general manager. So I think there's like an 80, 85% chance, 90% chance we will have a new general manager. The question is, will a new general manager like Mike McDaniel, and will Mike McDaniel get a fair shot to stay in 2026 if the Dolphins run the table and go 10-7? Leave me your thoughts down below. I appreciate the support, and like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Dolphins.